there. So today we have a Darwin's Rants. Happy Thanksgiving. I will say I did shoot another video, and I realized I just probably shared a little too much. So that's the reason why I haven't been doing too many Darwin's Rants. Obviously, you work a corporate job, and everything I should say should be kosher. So let's try to keep it that way. This week, let's say good news. Almost 2 weeks ago, I got hired in the sense of like fast training. Yay! A lot of people were like, oh, I'm like, I don't work here. I've been training here for 3 weeks, 12 shifts. Like, I don't work here. Like, people are like, hey, there's a lot of staff. And so how it works is that, like, people obviously have issues with availability. I pick up the couple shifts this week because, people have families, people have kids, and they're scheduled, and you're scheduled and you're scheduled. Like, it is what it is. Like, you just have to work unless someone picks it up. So there's a lot of like swapping, a bunch of shifts because the place is massive. This restaurant that I'm working at is, I haven't counted, but like it's got to be, I'm trying to do math in my head right now. Probably over 300 seats. 2 stories, over 300 seats. I have never, ever. Well, no. I have worked at places that big. Yeah, I have worked at places that big. But it doesn't really machinate the way that I've worked it. I've almost my entire career has been bartending. So I don't really know about the floor and how many, seats and this and that. But how it works in my life is that I've obviously transitioned towards serving because serving actually generates in how I've seen more revenue than bartending, right? Okay, cool. So anyway, I got quote unquote like hired or officially working 2 weeks ago, and then I found out that like the schedule was already made. So a little wacky, right? Like you get hired, pass training, and then like we're not on the schedule for the next 2 weeks. But thankfully, they gave me a shift on Thursday, did the first one. Thought I did a pretty good job, but I'm also really critical of myself, so I made a few mistakes. I'm more critical than, I guess, ideally what, like, people think, but I'm very critical of myself. Like, I want to do a perfect job always. And then, obviously, this week is Thanksgiving week, so multiple people gave up shifts, and I also pick them up. Fantastic in the sense that, like, I'm working 8 shifts this week. I also did a shift last night, and the manager's like, you want to work tonight? I'm like, cool, because it's in football. Your best ability is your availability, huh? Because I don't care how good of a job you can do, but if you can't actually be available for it, who the hell cares, right? So I was like, yes. I was like, say yes. I didn't plan on working the night and doing a full 14 hours that day, right? Left the house, got home, yeah. More than that. I probably almost 15 hours, yeah. Yeah, something like that. Whatever. 14 hours, who cares? But your best ability is your best availability. So why not work? It's there. It's obviously a dream job. The price points are high, and it's fantastic. Great team players. And again, I sit around like, well, like, what can I do? Because I was obviously trained a lot on the menu. But there's things, machinations of like, what can I do? Like just things that like make opening, closing, and all these things I could do to be active. My goal always is to be a team player, to be the person that always shows above, that does a good job. Bro, the number one rule is sweat during peace. Bleed less during war. I'm going to say that again. Sweat during peace. Bleed less during war. I think it's like George Patton or something, World War II or something. But like preparation is huge. Like when there's things that are not happening, especially in the restaurant industry, you can't just stand around. You've got to do something because guess what? It's going to get freaking busy. Well, ideally get busy, but it makes your job easier. Right? Like you want to make things smooth and set yourself up, especially around the clock, right? So that's how life's been. So this week, along picking up shifts, I literally have 3 jobs right now. I literally would tell people like, I was like, how you do? What do you do? It's like I work 3 jobs. I work 8 shifts this week. I'm gonna be out the door for, I'm gonna guess, Mamma Mia's 55, 60 hours. Yeah, 55, 60 hours, like out the door. And I was doing that while I was training. And then now actually, I'm making money and making tips on top of that. So like, I got to do it. Katie's still looking for work still. So I'm the breadwinner. I'm gonna bust butt. Is butt an okay word? I don't know, I hope so. But this is fun. So I am used to making Thanksgiving dinner for about like 10 years. Yeah, I would just cook at home, brining turkey, making stuffing not out of the box. By the way, I never knew stuffing was a thing out of the box. Like in my world, I learned from chefs online and stuff, TV, blah blah. But like everything is made out of like fresh stuff. So like I didn't realize Americans did that. I just like know the chefy stuff. So stuffing from scratch, gravy. This whole gravy out of like packets or something. I don't know about that. Gravy out of scratch. Mashed potatoes out of scratch. They have like box stuff. So everything out of scratch. So I would wake up at like 10, 11 a.m. and cook for, dinner probably wouldn't be served till like 7 o'clock. So I work about like 9 hours or something, 9, 10 hours, just like nonstop. So it'd be like brine turkey, mashed potatoes, sweet potato casserole, handmade stuffing. I'd be rolling pins, doing like apple pie and all that stuff. Bro, it was fresh cranberry sauce. So like, you guys are crazy with this canned cranberry nonsense. No, I would buy multiple bags of like actual fresh cranberries, make it from scratch. And honestly, yeah. And eventually I got figured out like to be smarter to do it days before. Like there's multiple things you could do the day before Thanksgiving. Cranberry sauce. The brining obviously you do the days before, but like multiple sides you could probably do the day before. But bro, I was raw dogging it the day of and just do all in one day, which is pretty stupid. And so I spent like 10 hours of cooking, just not, yeah, I don't think I took a break, just like cooking. And invite my friends over afterwards because they'd have their own Thanksgiving. But then my food was so good, so they'd come over at like 9, 10 o'clock. Hey, we're having Darwin's Thanksgiving, right? Double dinner, right? You got to do double dinner. And that was crazy. And I did that for many, many years. So that's how I think of Thanksgiving. You don't go out. You don't buy things out of the box. It's just familial experience. Everybody stays at home. And so I left work today for Thanksgiving morning. I obviously worked lunch. And it was busy in Disney Springs. Like I saw a lot of people. And then I didn't realize that like, I guess some people, sorry, it just like clicked in my head. People take vacation for Thanksgiving, right? Like you don't get vacations mostly, right? Like, obviously, yeah. So where are you going to go? One of the largest destinations in the country, which is Orlando Disney, which doesn't close. If you go anywhere else, like God forbid you go to New York or I don't care what destination you go to. But yeah, I don't know what you'd do in New York. I would just sit in my family's home or go to my friend's place, right? Like I wouldn't go out in New York. Well, it's Disney World. So I saw a lot of people. I was like, oh my God. I didn't realize that. So it was a really refreshing moment because like I'm just used to like just like the streets and everything being barren. Like it should look like, a bomb hit the world and like, all right, there's nobody out in the country. But that's not how Disney works. So it's just a new thing to learn. It's actually pretty interesting and it's fun. So I'm really excited about this new job. I really appreciate the help of the employees because again, I'm just sitting around like, what do I do? And they're like, all right, this is what you can do. Like, I'm not trying to be lazy. I just don't know what to do to open and close, right? Like, there's things I need to learn, things I just want to help out with. And obviously I'll get there. and but the staff's been immensely helpful. They've been very nice, and this is a new chapter in life, and I'm really excited because I could really need this, and I hope it works out. Again, with Sanford Brewing obviously closing. Oh, geez, almost 11 months ago. 11 months ago. Yeah, 11 months ago. 11 months ago. So, my life has vastly changed since then, and I really need a perfect gig, and this is very exciting for me. So, thank you guys so much for listening to my BS, and really appreciate it. Let's hope it all works out. I'm hoping for a really busy season, and it's been a lot of hard work, but I'm really excited about it. And hard work is good work, right? So sorry for not putting out so many rants, because again, it's like walking a tightrope of like, how much I could do and talk about. I will say another thing I'd talk about is a Tray-Phobia. You guys saw me like, oh. Yeah, I don't have a tray near me. Yeah, I actually don't have it. Tray-Phobia has gotten a lot better. So how this works is a fine dining restaurant. So I obviously have like drink trays running around. And I don't know if you guys know, but I have a genetic defect, and the kids probably have it. But my pinky is abnormally small. Your pinky probably reaches your second knuckle, or first or second, I don't care what you call it, but reaches here. I have an immensely small one. It hits like this height, almost to this guy. You guys see that, right? Right? It hits around here, not here. So when you hit a tray, you have only 4 fingers, maybe this as a contact. So with the drink trays, meh. The big trays, I've gotten so much better. I'm at like 60, 70% confidence now. Because like before I was hitting them like, like literally like, like doing one of these. I'm like, oh no. The reps, again, it's like learning how to swim. The best analogy I can give you is like learning how to swim as a full adult. It's like, well, I've never been in the water before. Like, learn how to swim. And you're in the kiddie pool, so you can survive, but you gotta learn how to swim. No, not even that. I don't know. I don't know a great analogy, but like I was like, super nervous. I'm less nervous now, but like not great. And still, but I did a food running shift on Wednesday. I ran a bunch of these, and it gets the reps. It's reps, baby. It's about reps, and I'm happy I got some experience in. It's not impossible, and I figured it out, but I'm not the best at it. And I always want to be the best at everything I do, because again, this is why you work in this industry. You want to excel in life. You always want to excel in life. So, doing your best. Let's go. Cheers. Later. What is it? Ikimashou. Right? Or no, sorry. Koreans say, fighting. Until next time. Cheers. Later.